will chip it down into the Raiders zone and peel off to change.
Dayton Reschke getting his first look in this series on that shift with Josh Van Mulligan.
Tigers will control a puck back at their own blue line after the Raiders chip to center. It's Bryce Pickford speeding up the right wing across center. He rips a shot from center onto the glove of Orszalak, who is forced to make a save and cover of Orszalak. Battled for by Rudolph, worked off to Christensen, cleared up the near wing, cut off by Wu into the skates of Gordon-Carroll. Taken free by the Raiders, turned over to the point. Jonas Wu with it. He'll walk to the slot. Shoot! Saved by Orszalak as he was able to navigate through the traffic.
And to replace that defenseman that slides down to be able to fill that gap, and the Tigers are doing more of that here.
Raiders win the draw to Brock Cripps at the right point. Cripps with 13 points this postseason gives off McKegarty with a wrist shot. It deflects wide. Puck loose on the right wing boards in the Tigers zone. Gordon-Carroll and Pickford battling for it. Heisey able to muscle it free for the Raiders. Give behind the Tiger goal to McKegarty. Pass to the right point for Cripps. To his left, he'll give to Kelly. Back to Cripps, right point. He'll walk, he'll shoot. Pat saves Switzer. Rebound goes to Cunningham. Worked ahead for Gordon-Carroll. Swung to his left for Stangram, who will cross center. Chip and change with the McCann liners. Scoreless. Shots 4-2 in the Raiders' favor. Draw out of the media timeout to the right of Jordan Switzer in the Tigers zone. One into the corner as Wu battles with the man for the loose puck. Gordon-Carroll into assist Jonas Wu, able to escape his zone for the Tigers, get to center and rip it down towards the net of Orszalak, who paddles it to the far corner. Stangram, who got the lone regulation goal for the Tigers last night to tie game 3 at 1, rips it around to the left corner and picks the puck up himself from the skates of his teammate Carter Cunningham. Played to the point for Wu, but stolen by Sievertson as the Raiders work up ice. Sievertson up the middle in the slot. Fans on the wrist shot, rolls to the right corner. Pickford gives up ahead for Gordon-Carroll, who will chip out to center ice with 8.5 gone in the first. Rudolph up the right wing.
For Evan Smith, his third of the playoffs, Raiders lead 2-0.
Yeah, the former Red Deer Rebel, hometown in Kamloops, British Columbia, gives the Raiders a 2-0 lead. Tigers steal. Gordon-Carroll, one-timer, he scores! Just like that, the Tigers back within one. Shaeffer, Gordon-Carroll with his fourth of the playoffs, sneaks it 5-hole on Orszalak.
And a follow-up shift from the Tigers gets the long place on their feet. Gain the red line, get into the O-zone.
6 minutes left in the first period of Game 4 East Finals. Tigers lead this series 2-1, trail Game 4 2-1. Raiders back into the Tiger zone. Korkish right circle, shoots. Save made, Switzer. Rebound taken back by Korkish behind the Tiger goal. Centered in front. Ricochets off skates to the corner. Doobie battles with Reschke for the loose puck. Tigers knock it free. Stangram gives up ice for Gordon-Carroll, who has the Tiger tally tonight. Gives to Stangram. He'll shoot from outside center. That's a save made by Orszalak. Rebound to the right wing board. Skated onto by Gordon-Carroll. Drop past Pickford. He'll shoot into traffic. Partially blocked and now stolen back by Kelly. Worked ahead for Boychuk. Raiders 2-on-2 to the Tiger zone. Boychuk to Smith. He'll shoot. That's blocked by Wu. Taken back by the Tigers. Gordon-Carroll banked up the left wing to Stangram. He'll cross his own blue line, chip it to the Raider line, but no, the fans won't get the call they wanted, neither will the Tiger bench. Tigers will control back in their own zone. Wu to center ice, cuts to his left, crosses the Raider blue line and chips it behind the net of Orszalak. Taken away by Kelly for the Raiders. Work back to his right for Sievertson. Sievertson after the loose puck at center, but Cade Stangram able to win the foot race to the loose puck as he'll turn back up for the Tigers. Sidestep a near knee from Sarkanoff as that forces a turnover. Stangram after the rolling puck works it down into the zone, and we're going to see a call now as a late hit in behind the play on Gordon-Carroll draws both arms into the air, and the Tigers will head to the power play here in games. Tigers control, but they have had two great shorthanded looks against here from the Raiders on this man advantage. Wu in the right circle, curls in the corner. Centers, that's stolen by Smith and cleared down the ice, and the Tigers needing some luck here on this power play to remain in front by 1.
It's almost like they're skating in quicksand, and the Raiders have all the jump with the man advantage. That play from Korkish just bounced off the crossbar.
Tigers' second unit is out as they'll dump it down into the Raiders zone. Stangram, who had the power play goal last night, in on the forecheck, ties it up below the goal line. Pokes it free to Väisänen at the right point. Väisänen turns one up to the point for Brizgalov. Evan Smith was all over that, and the Tigers will get it back at center. Pass ahead for Van Mulligan out of his reach as that'll be cleared ahead. With a chance to stretch the lead to 3.
Sarkanoff late to get to that weak side of the ice in this near post and nearly had one.
Tigers steal in the slot. Gordon-Carroll shoots. Saved by Orszalak. Draw one back by the Raiders. They will work it around the right wing boards. Chip it to center ice, down inside the Tiger blue line. Gordon-Carroll, stickless, able to kick the puck to center as the Raiders will control, work it down the right wing, but enter in offside. Into this Tiger group that now trails by 3. Casey got the start in game 1 of this series. Tigers lost that game 8-3, but not due to Casey. He's now in the pipes now for the Tigers as they will chip one down inside the Raider blue line off the ensuing draw. Aiden Oiring unassisted as it sits right now on the website, his 6th of the postseason. Figure an assist or 2 may be added to that goal. Tigers in their own zone. Casey plays to the left corner for Väisänen. He can't clear it out of the zone. Man onto it at the left point. Pushes it in behind the Tiger goal of Casey. Taken away by Doobie. Rudolph and Christensen officially picking up the assists on the Oiring tally that has sprung the Raiders out to a 3. Wouldn't that be cool?
Just had money pucks involved, and this is now going to be a 3-goal goal.
Well,
that would be cool.
Coming out of the pandemic, there was a problem where the pucks kept exploding.
Oh, yeah.
I think if both halves went in,
with 2 goals,
maybe. Well, that's the Raiders goal. We'll give you the Tigers goal call here momentarily. As Stenger with a wrist shot redirects out of, well, almost out of play, just off the top of the glass, as the Raiders will clear the puck to center ice. And next whistle, that's not a goal, will send us to the media timeout as the Raiders steal inside the Tiger line. Offside call. Game 4, 5-2, have gotten back within 3, courtesy of Ethan Newtons in his 4th of the postseason. Battle for a puck in the right wing corner of the Raiders zone. It's between the feet of Carter Cunningham, pinned up by Lyndon Barrett, Raider defenseman. It's dug free. Stangram gives to the right point. Puck lost in the skates of Steen. He'll shovel the backhander down low for Gordon-Carroll. Touched in front. Pinballs into the slot. Loose at the bottom of the right circle. Barrett onto it for the Raiders. Chops it up the boards. That's cut off by Väisänen, and there's going to be a high sticking call. Draw will be to the left of Casey. It's Gordon-Carroll. Cunningham, Stangram out as the draw is won back by Gordon-Carroll. Work to the right wing for Cunningham. Cunningham trying to bank it to center for Stangram. He does so as Stangram sweeps it to an open left wing wall, and the first to it will be Riley Boychuk for the Raiders. Touched in behind his own goal, fed off to Bennett Kelly, played up the near boards. Väisänen cuts it off inside the point. Puck comes free to Smith. Smith being worked on as Väisänen will steal, feed it cross ice into the far corner of the Raiders zone. Barrett after it, clears to center ice. 7 minutes to play in the second period. 5-2 a Prince Albert lead as Stangram bats one inside the Raiders zone. Barrett curls away from Gordon-Carroll's drop to a knee. Tigers steal in the corner. It's Cousins. Bank to the right point. Van Mulligan. Pass to his left. Reshny. He'll shoot just wide. Rebound to Brizgalov in the right corner. He'll give up top. Van Mulligan leads back to 4. Raiders after a loose puck at center. Coots over skates it. Tigers turn it back over. Sarkanoff into the right circle of the Tigers zone. Curls with it for Prince Albert. Gives to Coots wide open in the right corner. Brandon Coots walks. Shoots. Saved by Casey. Rebound to Matches man at the left point. He'll sweep it down low. Coots gives to his right. Barrett. Point shot deflected wide in front by Sievertson. Rebound controlled by the Raiders. Man left point waits. Gives in behind the net of Casey. That'll be found by Väisänen for the Tigers. Given up to Stangram. He's bumped off the puck inside the blue line. Given back to Väisänen, who will reverse it to the near corners. The Tigers struggling to break out. Final 3:15 in the second. Tigers to center. Stangram cuts to the slot on the forehand. Shoots just wide. Great look for Cade Stangram to get the Tigers within 2.
That was a great shot and a great play. Keeping his feet moving late in the shift with Stangram.
Tigers steal a clearing attempt up the middle of the ice. Knocked down hard by Kelly as the Raiders will get the puck back. Down the left wing, enter the Tigers zone. It's Heisey. Played in behind the goal of Casey. Touched lightly to his left is Steen. Continued up for Gordon-Carroll with pace through center. Last minute to play in the second. Gordon-Carroll drops it off for Stangram left circle. Sharp angle shot and a shoulder save by Orszalak. Didn't play that as cleanly as he wanted. Now Steen finds it at the left point. He'll wait. He'll shoot. Just misses high. Gordon-Carroll centers. Stangram shovels the backhander wide. Tigers will even get back within 2 here in the final minute of the second period. Raiders clear to the line as that one is going to roll down the ice, and icing is waved off. second.
A couple nice shifts to begin this third period for the Tigers, and if you can find a quick one here to begin this third period, maybe get a little bit of the nerves flowing for the Raiders.
Loose puck at the side of the goal of Orszalak being dug at. It comes free. It's now underneath Orszalak, and the whistle will finally sound
By
with
3, and the time is not on your side.
Tigers win the draw. Wu fakes the shot, now takes the shot, glove save, rebound put wide by Gordon-Carroll on the doorstep. Cunningham the rebound at the left point. He'll sweep it into the corner to Stangram. Rolling puck centered in front, stolen by the Raiders, cleared to the line. Pickford steals, walks, shoots, save, rebound. Wu shoots, blocked, side of the net, covered by Orszalak. Left of Orszalak to take it for the Tigers across from Braden Coots. Draw one cleanly back by Gordon-Carroll to Van Mulligan. Touch to his left, Reshny, a low shot. It's blocked at the side of the net. Rebound found by Gordon-Carroll. Taken away by the Raiders and cleared to center ice. Reshny from center will feed one towards the net of Orszalak. That'll miss the goal wide. Swung up the boards by Christensen to center for Sarkanoff. Touched off for a speeding Braden Coots down the right wing. Coots drop past Sarkanoff in the right circle. Curls, shoots. Pushed aside by the toe of Casey. Rudolph the rebound at the left point. Pass to the slot. It's loose. Quick chance from Sarkanoff is saved by the pads of Casey. Rebound in behind the Tiger goal, taken away by Van Mulligan. He's bumped off the puck by Sievertson. Loose in the corner, found by Gordon-Carroll. Turned over into the skates of Sievertson. Sievertson centers, Sarkanoff to his left, Rudolph. One-timer is saved by Case. The third, 5-2, the Raiders lead the Medicine Hat Tigers here in Game 4. Tigers will win a face-off to Jonas Wu at the left point. Being worked on by Boychuk. Stangram digs it free from his skate, swings it to the far wall to Cunningham. Work to the right corner. Gordon-Carroll has his 4th of the postseason tonight. Got the Tigers within 1 back in the first period. Raiders have since stretched that lead out to 3 and now work down into the Tigers zone. It's Howe in the right circle. Drop pass to the corner. Boychuk works past a sprawled out Pickford. Centers. It's loose behind the goal. Dug free by Smith to the right wing corner. Wu engages with Boychuk for the puck. Howland as well to look at it for the Raiders. Boychuk to the high slot. Rudolph, a pair of goals tonight. Walks, shoots, midsection save from Max Heisey. Daxon Rudolph went glove side with almost a nearly as perfect shot as Heisey just ripped earlier in this hockey game, as the Raiders now lead by 4. Tigers will dump it down inside the Raiders zone as Rudolph controls in the right circle. Put under pressure by Gordon-Carroll, and a delayed offside.
Momentum to try and ride into the Hauser with on Game 5.
Raiders will win the face-off, tip it inside the Tiger blue line. It's worked back through center. It's Carter Cunningham after the rolling puck. Can't control it in the slot as it rolls to center, and Riley Steen will dump one down into Raider territory. Prince Albert away with it. Smith to center. It's controlled by Cousins at the Tiger blue line. Taken away by Matches Man. Raiders will work to center. Shoveled into the far side of the Tiger zone. Controlled by Jonas Wu, Tiger defenseman, who will post up in behind his own net. Give to his left, Andrew Basha speeds down the wing into the Raiders zone. Basha curls in the corner. Swings it over to the far side. It's found by Kelly for the Raiders. Cleared to the line, held in by Wu. Stangram to Wu. Broken up by Doobie. Raiders looking to break out. Under 9 to play in the third. Raiders will work on up ice. Cripps across center. Tiptoes into the Tiger zone. Flips it in behind the net of Casey. Sievertson after it for the Raiders. Drops it to the right point for Brock Cripps. Cripps flips to the left corner for Doobie. Look to center. Broken up by Väisänen. Väisänen collides with Korkish in the corner. Feeds it up the boards to Gordon-Carroll. Davidson off to Stangram. Flipped up the left wing for a streaking Noah Davidson. Space as one does. You know, I do that at the office every once in a while. I walk by your office and just whack you. Yeah. HR doesn't like it, though, as the Tigers enter in offside. 18 seconds left to
play on the line. Should the scoreline hold, come Sunday, 6 o'clock start here inside Co-op Place for Game 6.
Raiders win the neutral zone draw. Daxon Rudolph, what a game he's had. 4 points tonight, a pair of goals, pair of assists. Puts it in behind the net of Casey. Wraparound attempt. Heisey denied by the pad. Christensen one-timed right toe save made Casey. Tigers will clear to center with 5 minutes to play in the third period of Game 4.
Great stops from Casey, and as you mentioned, Christensen head-first diving to try and chip that puck in.
Parr up the middle of the ice. Checked into the face by Christensen. Parr's got to head to the bench. He's leaking. Reshny now in the high slot. Shoots. Puck pinballs off a stick and in. Gordon-Carroll able to work 1-5-hole. It's the second odd one that's beat Orshulak between the legs tonight, and the Tigers get a little momentum here in the third. It's late, but they're back down 3.
Change-ups, that might be the recipe moving forward. As the errant stick from Cam Parr, as he took the check up high, was left in the slot. So this point shot comes through, not a ton on it.
It's a 5-on-4. Bowman's ventilation and plumbing penalty kill. Gordon-Carroll, who was serving the extra minor, will re-enter the ice surface. Raiders can't cross the Tiger blue line. 33 seconds left.